Welcome back to the Explainer. Today, we're finally closing out our incredibly useful utilities and ecosystem block by tackling those annoying operations that inevitably fail on us. We're going to master exactly how to handle these everyday hiccups using a remarkably powerful Python library called Tenacity. I want you to think about something for a second. What actually happens in your code right now when a web scraping network request or a critical cloud operation hits a momentary overload or just a brief little hiccup? Do your applications gracefully pause and try again, or do they just crash and burn entirely?
Well, here's our game plan for today to fix that. 1. The network failure problem. 2. The Tenacity decorator. 3. Stops and waits. 4. Smart logging and integrations. 5. The real-world data pipeline. And 6. Wrapping up with the complete utility toolkit. Let's get right into it.
All right, Section 1, the network failure problem. And exactly why giving up immediately is just plain wasteful.
You know, the sheer inevitability of failure is something every single developer has to face. Let's be real, if you're building real-world apps that talk over a network, things are going to fail. It's totally not a matter of if, but when. Whether it's a momentarily overloaded server, a brief network hiccup, or a temporary cloud disruption. Things fail. But throwing in the towel the very first time it happens, that is incredibly wasteful because trying that exact same operation just a millisecond later would probably succeed. We need a better way to build resilience directly into our code.
So, moving on to Section 2, the Tenacity decorator. This is our elegant solution for retry logic. Instead of just accepting failure or writing incredibly complex code to fight it, we can actually handle it beautifully. The old way of doing this was so clunky. You've got these messy, manual try-except blocks and while loops written by hand. It's a pain to read. But Tenacity's solution? It's a single, clean @retry decorator placed directly above your function. Instead of writing your own complex manual retry loop every single time, you just drop in this wonderfully simple decorator and it automatically and properly reruns the function whenever it hits an exception. It's literally a game changer.
Okay, Section 3. Stops and waits, or as I like to call it, controlling the chaos.
Because here's the thing, while retrying is awesome, doing it infinitely and blindly fast is a recipe for absolute disaster. By default, Tenacity will actually just retry indefinitely, so we absolutely have to prevent that behavior. You can cap your loops in two really fantastic ways. You can use stop_after_attempt to limit the total number of separate retry attempts you make, or you can use stop_after_delay to limit the overall elapsed time of the retries. This completely ensures your application doesn't get permanently stuck in some endless loop.
Now, let's see how this builds into our wait strategies with something called Exponential backoff. This is an absolutely essential real-world networking concept. Basically, it means you're progressively waiting considerably longer between each successive retry attempt, like waiting 1 second, then 2 seconds, then 4, and so on. Think about it. If a server is already struggling, aggressively hammering it without any delay is only going to make its problems so much worse. This connects perfectly back to our earlier rate-limiting discussions. You have to give the server room to recover.
Which brings us to Section 4, smart logging and integrations, getting precision control over our retries.
We want to achieve absolute precision control over exactly what gets retried. You don't necessarily want to retry every single kind of error indiscriminately. I mean, if your function fails because you provided entirely invalid input data, no amount of retrying is ever magically going to make that succeed, right? So we use retry exception type to explicitly define our exception classes, making sure we are only ever retrying temporary network errors.
And the best part is how flawlessly Tenacity integrates with tools we've already covered. If you're fetching external APIs using the request library, boom, you can easily configure Tenacity to try up to 3 times with Exponential backoff. On top of that, Tenacity provides a highly convenient before sleep parameter. Combine this perfectly with Loggeroo and you can reliably log every single attempt right before it happens. That gives you a crystal clear record of exactly why an operation needed retrying in the first place.
All right, Section 5, the real-world data pipeline. Let's see some Bodo 3 cloud operations in action. So how does this apply to a professional cloud environment? Imagine an actual data pipeline for Uplatz. Step 1, we process our data. Step 2, we simply apply that Tenacity @retry decorator to our cloud upload function. And Step 3, we rely on Bodo 3 to push those processed files directly to AWS S3.
Because cloud operations can and will occasionally fail due to transient issues, wrapping our Boto 3 S3 upload calls in this decorator ensures our entire architecture remains completely rock solid, even when we hit those temporary network roadblocks.
And finally, Section 6, the Complete Utility Toolkit. Time to wrap up our ecosystem block. As we officially close out this incredible 7-part utilities block, just take a step back and look at the comprehensive toolkit we've carefully built here. We started with TOGDM for visible progress, moved to Logaroo for logging, Python decouple for config, Faker for test data, Python datatil for dates, Rich for gorgeous terminal output, and now Tenacity for automatic retries. Each one of these individually solves a specific everyday Python challenge perfectly, giving you a remarkably complete toolkit for real-world development.
Before you go dropping this into your code, remember these 3 critical best practices. First, always configure your stop and wait conditions to avoid building infinite loops. Second, prefer exponential backoff for your network requests so you aren't overwhelming servers. And third, specify precise exception types so you are only ever retrying errors that actually warrant a second chance.
I want to leave you with this provocative thought. How many fragile manual retry loops are currently hiding in your codebase, just waiting to be replaced by a single elegant line of Tenacity? Seriously, I challenge you to go clean up your projects today. If this explainer helped complete your understanding of building truly robust applications, make sure you hit subscribe. We're heading into our advanced, emerging, and trending block next, starting off with polars. Thanks for learning with me, and we'll see you in the next one.